Good morning, folks. We know what today is. Do we know what today is? Wellness Wednesday. And today, what I'm going to incorporate is a wellness walk. Because, of course, even within this time, we have limited spacing, limited places that you can go. But you got your 2 feet to appreciate. And it's a good time to just pretty much expand your wellness, even within your limitations in your locale. So, yep, should be doing a wellness walk. And I just got this gingerbread mud mask that I'm definitely going to try. So, we're going to see that in the upcoming segment. So, what are you doing this week to continue your wellness and to maintain your oneness, wholeness, and wellness? That's the question to you. And as I present more things to you, might be something you might be into officially. Thank you so much for signing back on. Next segment. Yeah, so I am almost ready to just do my Wellness Wednesday walk. Here's the outfit of the day. Water in hand, make sure you stay hydrated. Yeah, standard black tights. And I'm not doing a jog or anything, so regular Calabra will be worn, and jacket stay warm. Yeah, so as I'm doing my walk, I'm definitely just going to talk about a few topics, just observe the scene a little bit. You know, snow's on the ground, so I'll be taking steady strides, making sure that I'm just being aware of my surroundings, making sure that I am staying alert, staying hydrated, pacing myself, speaking, taking my breaths. It's important to just make sure that I'm actually utilizing the time outside to fill my lungs with new air, exhaling at the rate that I should be, make sure that my heart rate is pumping, make sure that the functioning and everything else is resetting right on time, doing exactly what it is to do. And yeah, so on to the walk. Yeah, so I'm ready to get into my wellness walk. But be safe, so make sure that you absolutely take your mask, have some hand sanitizer, lotion, moisturizer, and I got this mask paired with this shirt from a boutique. I would post the description in the business and the link down below. Yeah, so mask in hand and off to do my wellness walk now. Off to do my wellness walk. Oh yeah, outfit of the day. Calvin Klein jacket, leggings, Calabra, boots. I'm taking this walk, feeling refreshing, feeling pretty wonderful. Have a little air going through my lungs. Make sure I'm expanding the chest cavity, making sure I pretty much go about my normal foot length and walk. I'm pretty much a upsy downsy on the same exact street, but since right now it's a walk with no destination necessarily, it's a walk that I'm willing to do just like this. Pretty linear. Pretty linear. And as I am going about my time here, I'm going to make sure that I'm being aware of my air intake, my chest cavity, lung capacity. If I feel a little bit winded, you know, because of COVID, everyone's like cooped up inside. If I feel a little bit winded, I would know my limits to stop, take a breather, examine the surroundings, and just be. So I'm definitely just one to just be aware of my limits in my body limitations. I'm just really more amped to just take in the vitamin D. Works good for my melanin. Everything that's melanin, it's swell, ain't it? Yeah. Get my legs going. Like how they just trimmed everything here. Still snow on the ground, so be careful if you are taking your wellness walks with me. Steady strides, steady space, deliberate strides. No need to rush through the day if there isn't a particular destination set. Just gotta walk and pace forth. That pretty much the mode and the momentum for everything. Is it not? Is it not? So yeah. Oh. And then the skies there. As good as the day has been dawning. Whoa. I should definitely revel in it. Think of all of the things that I wish to accomplish, things that I wish to, the greatest things that I wish to bring into my life, the momentum in which I should be achieving those things, setting new, more specific goals in between, and actual steps that would help me and assist me in meeting each one of those, even the most tiniest of milestones. So yeah, make your walk deliberate. Make your walk something that you definitely think about. I'm gonna go take a right because I see swivel blocks. And I'm like, hey, why not? Has enough nature for me to feel like it's an eye tease, and enough snow on the ground for me to feel like I'm in the winter, the most winterous of seasons. So my pace would pretty much be exactly what it is to be. My pace would pretty much be wonderfully examined as it should be. Snow on the ground again. So as you're passing, definitely be careful of your steps. You don't want any oopsies. You don't want to slip and break your ass. Ain't no insurance, bitch. If that's the case, because right now it's COVID, you don't want any more unnecessary problems than necessary. In the winter, time brings about many more problems if so. So, gotta be extra careful. And definitely charger. I don't know if I could post a link to this because this is a different charger than I originally planned to get, but it works just fine. So that's exactly what I would choose to get. But yes, it's a solar panel charger. Works great with direct sunlight. Charge it up and keep it going. Orange and black. Just because I thought it was more suitable for this particular gadget here. So direct sunlight works perfect with it. Thank you. So right over snow, I'll go. Look at that there. In the counties, they will usually pick up on the snow, but they wouldn't actually find a time outside of like the normal snow day times. It usually correlates just with that. In the city, of course, it's more like around the clock or something, as recommended, because it's standard routes. In the counties, not so much, so kind of just correlates those times around snow days and the probability of excess snowfalls and such. It works pretty good. So sometimes I will be walking, pacing through the streets, but I do not recommend anyone to be walking through the street. It's just what I do. Sometimes, you know. So that's exactly what I'll do. As I'm continuing to just go about the day on this busy route, I do encourage you guys to think of goals that you wish to not necessarily, my resolution. Resolution is so finite. I think you take several different steps in even coming to the point that you feel like you may have to determine such or said resolution. So just many goals, many steps forth in achieving your greater goals so that you could cheer for your milestones in between. That was one thing that was definitely something I had of a particular problem where I would just, even the major milestones, I would just not think to really just celebrate. Even the most smallest milestones is what you should be celebrating, so it motivates you to even push yourself towards the next step. For me, it was just like, okay, got my degree in hand, let's go to the next one. I've always been that way before. So through the most recent of years, I would say for the past decade, past decade, I've been more like, all right, let me just start standing in my celebration or moment right now, celebratory moment right now, and I can just create a big fuss about it because some of this stuff should be fussed over. I don't really put too much attention on most of the things that I've accomplished that people would say, whoa, at. And I only know that from like common conversations. I'm like, well, hell, I should be actually, you know, rejoicing and having a whole hoorah about it. So I'll make sure that I do have a hoorah about it. And that's definitely a component and a portion of what should be factored into your wellness. Oneness, wholeness, wellness. The ability to really just see your accomplishments, to stand in your accomplishments, and really have a complimentary spirit towards yourself in those moments where it's like, I really, really put a lot of effort towards this. I really, really, really should stand in this moment and really completely be, I really should completely be exalting and admiring just how far I've actually come, how much effort I've put towards things, how much I've really achieved, even in my oneness, wholeness, and towards my overall wellness. Because I sure do a lot of things. And I should be celebrated for it. And I should celebrate. Nothing wrong with it. And that's what I plan to do, even more so. So the more mini goals that I set that inches me forward towards even the major ones are goals that I would acknowledge and not just stream past to reach a next one. I'm learning to just stand in momentarily bliss. I know it'll be passing because yes, I have to pace forth, but learning to just stand a little bit into it and acknowledging that, hey, I've surpassed. My effort has, brought about much growth, many better changes. So this is something to make a big stink out of. No? Yes. The answer would be yes, I should. Nothing wrong with it. So think about what mini goals you wish to set for yourself in the next coming weeks, next coming months, next year, and think about actual realistic steps. And realistic is so subjective. So when I say realistic, I mean things that you envision, steps that you know that you from this point to the next point are willing to take, not just things that are suitable, but things that you actually have more response towards, not just visually or mindfully, but use mindfulness as you're setting your goals, things that you are actually willing to do. Like if there is nothing else, things that you are willing to do undeniably, even if it was today, but you realize that there are steps to be taken. So yeah, what mini goals and what goals and steps forth are you willing to place for yourself? Things that you are wanting and waiting and pacing forth and looking forward to celebrating once you've reached those, because you will reach those. Set them now. So definitely follow, subscribe, share your goals with those who you are trusting of, and share this video. Maybe someone is looking to hear just this response and just seeing what exactly should I be doing at this moment. They might be a little bit inspired. They'll thank you later for it. And I'm pretty sure that everything that you could possibly be needing would be something that you would have to develop here first. You'll visually see it, and then like a puzzle piece would just be floating in air as you're grasping for those mini goals. More puzzle pieces, the road becomes clearer, or the roads becomes clearer, because you'll be manufacturing and developing an endless manuscript for how you should be achieving such things. Yeah, so pace forward. Wellness Wednesday walk. Try it. Might be something you're into officially. Just designate a day, a time, an hour out of the week to be settled in your thoughts, in your local surroundings, whatever it may be, however limited you might initially feel it may be. It expands further in your mind before it expands in your glances. So make sure that you have positive reinforcing agents and stimulants mentally before looking outwardly for those. No, that response should usually come outwards, come afterwards. So you already pretty much know what you would have in mind to what you should be looking or what you should be aligning with outwardly. So internal factors, external factors would definitely go more into that if you stay tuned. But yeah, take an hour for yourself. Let me continue on with this wellness walk and on to the next segment. Definitely gonna try those mud masks, the gingerbread mud mask, this week. All the festivities and holiday-ish things going on. I said I wanted to build a gingerbread house. Not so much right now. But gingerbread mud mask for Wellness Wednesday, I'll do that. And I'll definitely post the link below so you can find it also for yourself. I'm sure it'll be on sale just the same. So make sure I post that link as well. So stay tuned. Well, that walk was refreshing. 3 miles of a walk. So that's done. And dried out my face a little bit. So guess what I'll be putting on? Yep. Face mask is back by K Bella. Gingerbread, enriched with gingerbread, with ginger root extract and sweet almond oil. So that would be my face mask of the day for the holidays. Dry out my face, put back in the correct wonderful oils again. And I'll be back. Yeah, so that's the consistency. Yeah. Yep, I'm definitely going to do my nails. Look at the close up on that. Definitely going to do my nails. Paint them over. Give them a little bit of holiday cheer. Yep, so this is the process. It's gonna dry on, and it's gonna dry on pretty thick, thin. I think it's gonna dry on thin. I'm supposed to leave it on for 15 minutes. So yes, it's going to take just 15 minutes. But yeah, I'm gonna take the full 20 minutes myself. 20 minutes. Yep. Then do these nails. Give it a little holiday cheer for sure. Be right back. Fresh face mud mask after. Pretty good, not too bad. Not too bad. Not too bad. It really smelled like ginger, but not overwhelming with like the spiciness of it, but you knew it was like, hey, it's gingerbread. With some argan oil, some shea butter, some shea oil. Now for the nails.